Hey you! Would you like to know some nice, cool tricks and tips in Bladers Rebirth? Well, I hope you do, because today I actually woke up and I thought I'm gonna do that video. So we're gonna get straight into it, not much talking around, and I actually wrote a few questions down that you actually asked me. So let's do a zoomaroonies into the game. And here we are. I am excited for this one. You guys keep asking me questions, and I want to continue to do these kind of videos where I'm gonna answer your questions. And yeah, I'm gonna put it into this kind of format that I'm doing right here. So let's go. The first question that I get a lot under my Bladers Rebirth video comments is how to rebirth. And I'm gonna show you how to rebirth. I have already rebirthed to the max, so I don't necessarily have that rebirth sign down in the bottom left, but I'm gonna show it to you right now. So once you actually reach your rebirth level that you need to get, in the beginning might be 1,000, might be 2,000, somewhere along those lines. By the way, rebirthing itself is also the best way of getting stronger in the game. If you just out-level your opponent, it doesn't really matter almost what build you're running, but yeah, well, it does matter, but you know. So what you have to do is you go in here, and in the bottom left here, you will be able to see the rebirth button. Like I have it right here. I have maxed rebirths. It's like right next to the stats, as you can see here. If you press it, it will tell you what the level is required for you to actually get that rebirth. And once you rebirth, and this is actually new, which is by the way really awesome, what the developers have done is that you don't lose your entire level. Back in the day, which is not that long ago, that was huge. That was a lot of levels. You started over from level 0. I've done that myself, and it is a drag. I mean, you get like a little bit stronger in here and there and stuff, but I'm gonna tell you, holy smackaroli, that was quite interesting. Anyways, so we got that out of the way. You know now how to rebirth. I'm just gonna go into a more quiet place, which shall be somewhere around here. The next thing that I figured out a long time, like on my almost end game, is that you can actually buy yourself some inventory slots. I didn't know that. I swear to you, I didn't know that. I was running around with like, not many, like 100 or something. I don't even remember how much you get in the beginning, but I was running around, and I was sitting there and I was like, damn, how do so many people have it? I thought it was like a game pass or something that doesn't exist in the game anymore. But if you go here in the bottom right, onto that plus, you can actually upgrade it for in-game cash. So you don't actually have to spend real money out there. You don't have to go out and spend like Bobucks for this. All you have to do is go in the game, open your inventory slots, and then basically just upgrade that. And yeah, super easy peasy stuff. Next thing that I want to talk about is that not many people know actually about as well, is that you can change your appearance of your bay into another bay. I'm gonna just show this to you. So let me show this to you. I mean, like, every bay has its own design, right? Every bay has its own design, and you can actually use a design of another bay on the bay that you currently have. So basically, what you have to do is you go over here into the Odyssey Tower, also called the Battle Tower. You go in here, you go into that thingamy-bob here, and right here at the back, look at this. There is the change appearance machine. So all you have to do is you press on it, then you choose the stats or the layer that you want, and then it actually shows you how to do it. And you can actually buy this with 10 million, which is for me now in the end game not that much anymore. But when you're kind of new in the game, well, you kind of want to spend your money on other things. So only do this, only use this if you really have enough money to spend. Okay, so there we go. Let's quickly talk about something else that I have here. I want to quickly talk about spirits, the ones that I currently use the most. That's just a quick one on the side. So, of course, if you have a defense bay, for example, the spectral, what is that defense bay of mine called anyways? I forgot. I always, Spectre, I think, right? Spectral, something. Which one was it? Wave, let's see. Down here, Spectre. Yeah, Spectre. If you want to use that sort of stuff, like if you want to go defense, like Spectre or some other defense base that I don't know out of my head right now, then you definitely want Unbreakable, because I can tell you right now, no defense base really gonna work with anything else but Unbreakable. Very difficult to get, but sometimes people actually get it by mistake, and they go like, hey, I got Unbreakable, what am I supposed to do with it? And yeah, there you go. Another thing, obviously, probably the best to run with stamina or attack base is Monarch. It's just as good as that. It gives you 85% more attack and 40% more stamina. So even if you run a stamina bay build or a hybrid, which even is perfect for this, you can use Monarch, and it's just that good. Then we also have Dragon. Dragon is something that I use and I really like to use against PvE versus you know, the computer here, to just the mobs to just level and stuff. And if you also want to farm your badges and stuff, so I think Dragon is probably the best way to do it, because every time you dish out damage, you will actually heal some in return. And then there's also Glass, which is interesting for these typical pure attack base that don't have any stamina at all. Anyways, they kind of like bank on the first hit with certain skills that you can use, and it gives you another 100% to your attack, but it also lowers your defense by 150%, which makes you literally a glass cannon. Alright guys, we got that out of the way. I want to tell you how you can get some crystals, and for that we have to go into, I'm gonna go into Volcano because somebody actually asked me that, so I'm just gonna quickly go into Volcano and show you the bosses, because the bosses basically give you crystals, and some of those bosses give you some really important crystals. So let's go in here real quick, and we're gonna go to Volcano, and we're gonna go on top of Volcano right now. I know I'm already 6 minutes in, but these are very important, very important parts. You know, I'm gonna make a part 2 out of this. I'm always gonna collect your questions, and then I'm gonna make a video out of it. So if you have any questions right now, now's your chance to write them into the comment section below for me to... Oh, look at that. That's an interesting spawn. I never think I've seen that spawn here. That's interesting. Okay, so we're gonna go into Volcano right now, and I want to see if it's still there, because I haven't really farmed crystals in a long time, to be honest, because I don't have to anymore. But anyways, we go in here. You can see... Let's do the rematch. Now look at that, there's the Berserker Crystal. The question actually was, how do you get the Berserker Crystal in my video, in my latest one. So, most of the bosses, they drop those, so they're really important. You also get some nice fragments from bosses and stuff. You can even increase your odds by doing harder challenges. But I always recommend you go between easy and normal, because you kind of don't want to like spend too much time on really battling these guys. And yeah, that is basically it. There's also some questions that I got about enchants and some different parts, how to obtain specific parts, but I'm gonna cover this in the next video because we're already in almost 8 minutes and I don't want to take too much time of you today. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I really love that you guys still stick around for some views. You still interested in some Bladers content. There is amazing stuff stacked up for you. Trust me, I've seen it. I can't talk about it, but I've seen it, and the way the game is going to be changing very soon is very interesting. Oh, look at this guy. He just waved. Anyways, yeah, there it is. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Thank you very much for watching. Peace out.